Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 179. Thank you so much for joining in today. Today we are small in number, but I'm sure that we will have reasonable number of people who will be joining a bit later. Today our host is our honorable, a very senior Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster, Jesse D'Souza. You are going to manage your time by yourself. As usual, we've been practicing for some time. We are going to speak for minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes and 30 seconds. If you want to keep the watch right in front of you, it's totally up to you. If you want to just manage in your head, in your brain, it's completely up to you. I know now we are a bit trained to manage our time plus minus. I will not take much of your time, but to call upon our honorable host, our topics master, DTM Jesse, with your thunderous round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. DTM Jesse, please go ahead. And you need to unmute yourself first.
Thank you, DTM Amjad ji. Good evening and good morning, everyone who is present here. Today is the 179th one, 179th maybe, our meeting. And the word of the day is guttural. I would want you to use the word of the, I know it is difficult. It has been difficult for me also to use it. By the time we speak, you forget. Try to use guttural. Guttural is the sound which is a throaty sound. That guttural voice comes when you're very, very angry. You use your guttural voice. Point one. When there is a very emotion, I see some of these videos, which is funeral videos I see. And when you see the funeral videos, their voice, the sound is guttural wailing. That is called guttural. It's maybe from the gut, you cry out from the gut, it's called guttural. When it comes out, it's very throaty. So use it, you can use it as a guttural, as an emotion, or guttural as an anger. So try and use the word of the day. Point three, I would still ask you to keep your mobile with you and time it. When I say next is you, try to time it, because many of us go beyond 2:30. Even if we say it's a tendency to go, time it and curtail your speech to make it opening, body and closing in 2 minutes time, 2 minutes 30 seconds maximum. We have two students, so I'll call out the student first. Sushant, are you ready, Sushant?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Yeah, try to time your speech. I'll give you time.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, Sushant, your topic is competition creates better products. Competition creates better products, Sushant.
Thanks a lot, Jessie, ma'am, for that topic. And I need to say, I really trust that's the true topic, because competition is something which tests our capacity, our skills, and stuff. The final product is where we are perfect. We are good at something. We are 100% sure that I will always get a good result, a correct result in that. That's what the final product is over here. And that there gets developed, that gets created just by competition. What we all think is that competition is something just to, display our name. But no, it's something where we need to learn. When we make a mistake is when we learn. But sometimes some people, when they win, they think that, okay, I'm in this level. I need just a little bit of practice. But you need to say, in other words, they are the ones who really need more practice, because the ones who got even one more point less than them are practicing even more and more. So they become a heavy competitor for them. So he needs to practice, whoever they are. They need to practice. Everyone in this life, though you win or lose, that doesn't matter. Do you practice? Do you do the homework for it?
Okay, thank you, Sushant. Thank you. Next,
Yeah.
our next speaker is Samriddhi.
Yeah,
Samriddhi, children are smarter than their parents. Do you agree? Children are smarter than their parents. Samriddhi.
thank you to Toastmaster of the Day. Good evening, everyone. As a child myself, you might be expecting me to say yes to that topic. But to be honest, I don't think so at all. I will say that because of the technology that is advanced and because children know how to use it, they might think so themselves that they're smarter than their parents. But in knowledge, the parents are will always be more knowledgeable and wiser. So to prove my the point, I can just give you the example of experience. Children may be smart for using all the technology, but they lack experience, because of which they can make a lot of mistakes while using the technology, and they can misuse it too, which I don't think parents would do because they have a lot of experience. And once, if anyone teaches them how to use technology, they can be the smartest of them all, because then they would have their own experience and they would also know the advanced like technology, so they would know that uh, so they would know better. And normally too, even without the technology, I think parents are way more experienced and they make less mistakes than we do. Like, I won't say that they are perfect, obviously, because everyone makes mistakes, but they will just always have more experience where they'll make more mistakes than the children. And yeah, thank you, and over to you.
Yeah, Samriddhi, remember to close it. So I will always say that children are smarter than or not smarter than. Don't forget to close it. Yeah, good, well done. I will now call upon Savita. Jatin can wait. Jatin has a holiday, right? You don't have exams, right?
Yeah, I don't have any exams.
Okay, you wait.
Okay. Yes.
Savita, this topic is very close to my heart. I have given once before. I don't know if you remember.
Mhm.
A wise man has, where is that? Wise man has money in his head. A wise man has money in his head, Savita.
Thank you, DTM Jesse, and my greetings to everyone present here. Money in his head. Who has money in his head? Who can make the money? So, wise man, with his intellect, with his knowledge, has the potential to make money in whatever field he chooses, or he has the ways to find out how to make money from the resources whatever are available to him. He need not have money from the beginning, but he has that intelligence through his knowledge and experience. I can relate this thing to my elder brother. When he finished his education, he got a job, but he was not keen to pursue it. He wanted to go be in business. He has in his mind that there is more money in business. So even though he started his job, his mind, his brain, his head was into the business. He took a risk. He left his job and started the business with one of his partners. And with the wisdom, with his knowledge, whatever he studied in an engineering college, he got the success and he found the money. He reached the level, whatever he aimed at. So I think, yes, wise man has money in his head and he finds out the ways to explore it and to dig it out in his own ways. Thank you. Back to you, DTM Jesse.
Thank you, Sir Toastmaster Savita. I now call upon Sudeep. I will next Prashantham. Sudeep, your topic, Sudeep. Love and compassion are necessities and not luxuries. Love and compassion are necessities and not luxuries.
The best example, good evening everyone. The best example I would like to quote here is the relationship of a child and a mother. I repeat, the best relationship I would quote for this is the relationship between the child and the mother. It is the best example of how we should perform a particular relationship, keeping that respect and that love in mind. But if we compare today's scenario, we offer a glass of water with certain hidden agenda behind it. The intention is a question mark. But love and compassion is such a two elements that make the entire relationship go in a very smooth manner. It can be in a form of performing your work, it can be balancing your act, or it can be in other forms also. Two elements, besides a lot of traits that are required, compassion and love plays a very important role in whatever form or in whatever role that you want to perform, whether it's business or whether it's your own success stories, so on and so forth. I would like to quote one more, I should say, example in our corporate life also. A lot of team is being built with a different opinion, a different working style. But the objective should be attaining the organization goal. So team building is also an important thing where compassion and love should be there in terms of respecting each of the team members' opinion, in respecting their views and adapting their methodology, so that gelling and overcoming and understanding the various thought process of others also play an important role. So finally, I would like to sum up the entire conversation is that in today's scenario, there is a competition in every breath we take. But performing that our duties ethically and comparing our love and affection in terms of a relationship with a mother and child should be taken into mind, without which the hidden agenda of just getting your work done should not be the entire agenda overall. We should respect everyone. We should understand the other opinions also. So the bottom line is that love and compassion is a prerequisite irrespective of whatever success mantra you follow.
Good, Sudeep. It had the opening, body, example, support, closing. Thank you so much. Next speaker is Prashant. Prashant, I need to see you. I need to see you before I give you the topic. Oh yeah, because sometimes, you know why I need to see you? Because I should not be giving a heavy topic thinking that you are a student or something. Now that I know, I can give you a heavy topic.
Yeah, go ahead, ma'am.
Prashant, humans see what they want to see. Humans see what they want to see.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Yeah, ma'am, I got it. Yeah. So good evening to all my Global Improve friends. So for me, the topic is human see what they want to see. So I'm totally agree with the topic. So for the first thing, the baby think and the baby act is actually that's I understood in the whole world. So if I think in the bad direction and I think I'm the bad people, then I will suspicious to all of my friends or colleague. Maybe they are the thinking like the same. At the same time, if we feel very comfortable enough, I'm feeling I'm the one of the most kind person and the good person, and the same feeling I have. And the one thing which I experienced so far, ma'am. So I'm from belongs to very small village and from Bihar, basically, and I learned everything from like the way in basically we got the lesson whatever got lesson in the village only. So very kind person and don't want to speak louder to anyone. So in the corporate ladders, when I reach at a certain, so in the corporate ladder, when I reach at a certain, managerial level, then everyone is start telling me, hey Prashant, this is not by you, this will not help you. You have to be more, more a decision maker and more aggressive, then you will achieve your goal. But I feel, no, it's not way, because if I change my way, yet yes, sometimes we have to, act like manager and you have to take some decision. But what I feel the way I teach, my peers and my colleagues and my juniors, the same reciprocate in the same way I got back. So as per me, so the way I am thinking, but humans are the way we see the things, the human are seeing the things, the way they get back. Over to you, Jessie ma'am. That's my take for the topic.
Very well you said. Yes, yes, yeah, it is. It's correct. The how we are, and that same way we behave. Next speaker is Naveed. Naveed, your topic, Naveed. I'll give you something. Prayer is not asking. It is a longing of the soul. Prayer is not asking. It is a longing of the soul. Naveed, if you don't want this prayerful one, you can ask me something else. I love something, some spirituality also required for us, right?
What you said in the last the sentence?
It's the longing of the heart. It's not asking, give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this, but just want to be with the creator, with someone I divinely love.
Thank you very much, Madam Travel Master, and good evening to all of you. Prayer is not asking, but it is making you near to the God. What I got.
Yes, yes.
Well, when I was, as I am growing day by day, the peace of mind, what I required, me needs something peaceful like prayer. There are many hustle and bustle and many things that distract you from your work, from your life even. There is a Facebook, there are the social media, there are messages, people calling you, you are seeing uh, outside window, people are in this race, people are in race. And I was reading somewhere that in the red race, the bad thing is that even if you win, you are still a red. So for having a peace of mind, a prayer is essential for making you peaceful. Well, like I used to visit different cities. I go to mass. I have experienced myself that whenever I'm going to mass for prayer, because in our religion there is 5 times prayer mandatory. So I go to a different mosque on different day so that I can feel that how they are praying, and also seeing on television that how other religions are seeing are praying in their life. And there are many examples of Buddha and Zen that you have to feel the present moment in your life in order to be peaceful. So I got the book named The Anatomy of Peace. I have in my list that I will read this book in order to know more better about the prayer and being peaceful. So you very much, Naval Master.
Thank you, Naveed. Thank you so much. Thanks. Good improvisation. My next speaker is Zainab. Zainab, your topic is, I have put it in the chat. Gym is a modern day superstition invented by rich people. Gym is a modern day superstition invented by rich people.
First of all, I would like to wish everyone a very good evening. I hope everyone is doing well. The topic given to me is kind of tricky, but I'll try to do my best. Gym is a modern day superstition invented by rich people. I do not agree with this topic at all because I feel we as a society have this stigma of fitting everything that we personally don't believe in as a superstition. There might be so many things that you don't really have a logical explanation for. And if somebody else does it, you just blame it as a superstition. For example, people say if a black cat crosses your road, that brings you bad luck. There is no logic behind it. So just call it superstition. But in this case, I would say gym is a modern day superstition which is invented by rich people. It's completely false. Because gym isn't just for the rich, it's for everyone. It might be more accessible to the rich. I do agree with that. But it is for everyone at the end of the day. And you don't have to go to the gym to work like you are in a gym. This is one thing that I have found myself telling people repeatedly again and again, especially during quarantine. Because so many people were so demotivated because they were like, oh, the gyms are closed. Even the outdoor parks or somewhere where they had equipment are closed. And people who had gyms inside their houses, they were getting fit, they were getting toned. And people in general were just super demotivated because they did not really know how to go about it. But that's the thing. You don't really need the equipment. You don't really need to be there to do it. If you're willing to do it, you'll do it anyways. And I feel going to the gym or working out in general, we say it's for the rich, but the benefits that it brings with it, like if you just think of like one of our doctors, he always prescribes every patient 30 minutes of walk 6 days a week, regardless of wherever you are, regardless of how healthy you are, regardless of how sick you are. Because the benefits that it brings your bodies, it's not just for the rich, it's for everyone. So gym is not just a modern day superstition invented by the rich people. It's just that the rich people have more access to it and they follow it. But to normal people who have normal mundane things, or to people who generally like to procrastinate, it sounds like a pipe dream. So we just call it a superstition and brush it off our shoulders. So we don't have it on our conscience. And that would be it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well said, Zainab, Dr. Zainab. Our next speaker, Jatin, will you take?
Yes, ma'am.
Jatin, your topic is homeschooling is better than going to school. Homeschooling is better than going to school is the topic, but you can talk.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my fellow impromptu family members. Homeschooling is better than normal schooling. I totally disagree to this topic because normally in homeschooling, you might not have that many friends. You won't be having friends, but only one advantage is that you'll be staying in home, and one more thing is that your mother's teaching you, and you will be focused instead of your friends distracting you. You can be alone, and your mother or your father or some tuition teacher will be teaching you, so you have full focus, no distraction. But then the disadvantage is that normal schooling is that you have more friends, and even if it could be distractive, but we can learn more things from our friends, like how I learned how to solve a Rubik's cube from my friend. What if some homeschool student doesn't know how to solve a Rubik's cube? He or she can't ask any of his or her friends. So I would prefer normal schooling instead of homeschooling. Thank you.
Well done, Jatin. Well spoken. Good examples. Can I invite Geeta? Since you cannot, you have trouble with the video. Are you there, Geeta? Geeta, are you there? Or I will invite Deepa. Deepa?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, this is a little thinking topic. We are each other's harvest. We are each other's business. We are each other's magnitude and bond. We are each other's harvest, each other's business, magnitude and bond. Your view on that?
Can you imagine living alone in the world? Just imagine you were the only person in the world. How would it feel like? Would it change what you aim for in life? It would destroy our very being, isn't it? We are social beings. Instinctively, we are born to be social beings. We are engineered to harvest one another. We are there to bring joy in one another. We have amazing conversations every day, and they shape us. The books we write, the books that someone writes, the moment we read it, it shapes us. The very same neurons that fire up in his mind fire in us. They mirror each other. Isn't it amazing how well we understand each other? More than perhaps another species understands us. We perhaps don't understand how dogs think about us, but we do understand what the other human being does. Therefore, Toastmasters, one another. We are here to improve each other's lives, to get better. Sometimes my agnostic mind keeps thinking, what is the purpose of life? And I keep searching and find no answers. I think we're meant to be on a journey of 1,000 years to discover these answers. And just by interacting, by figuring out the small answers every now and then, I think we will reach the final one. I strongly believe that we are meant to be together, that we mean business with one another. We amplify one another. What do you think? Miss Topics Master.
Thank you, Deepa. Very well explained. Very good. And you remembered also three-part topic. It was a harvest, it's business, and bond. Good one. My next speaker is Geeta. Are you okay? You'll have to unmute yourself. She says she can't unmute. Strange. Farida.
Yes, I'm unmuted.
You are unmuted. Okay, Farida, your topic is be less curious about people, and more curious about ideas. Be less curious about people and more curious about ideas. You want me to put it on the chat? Okay.
A very good evening to my global impromptu family members. The topic that has been given to me is extremely close to my heart, so I'm going to speak for the topic. Throughout my childhood, my teen years, my college years, my university years, throughout my academic career, I have cultivated this habit of interfering less and less into other people's lives. This has been inculcated in me by my mother herself, because she used to be that way. She used to be live and let live. And this habit, I have carried it on in my professional life as well. And this has truly helped me to get on with cultivating ideas, novel ideas in terms of how to handle my patients, how to investigate my patients, how to manage my patients, how to treat them better. And this has really set my priorities right. So throughout my life, whatever habit that I cultivated, being less and less curious about people as per their personal lives, and being more and more curious about ideas as to how to manage them medically has truly helped me in my professional life beyond imagination. It has saved me from departmental politics. It has saved me from unnecessary animosity. It has also allowed me to continue in one particular hospital for a good 19 years. So I practiced for 19 years at one hospital, which is really commendable because very few people stick to one hospital for that long a time. And then when I moved to Dubai, I have been in one hospital for 10 whole years, which is also a very long time. So I'm a very loyal person. I like to stick to one place, same group of people, but the only way to do that is to disassociate them with your nosy habits. There are many people, unfortunately, whom I see around me who have this feeling. I want to use the word of the day, glutteral, because it sounds like gutter, but this is how their mentality is. Although the literal meaning of guttural is hoarse voice. So no matter what their voice quality is, this is how their mind speaks. They have a gluttural mind and they interfere into other people's business and do not focus on their work, do not focus on medical research, do not focus on what's going on around them. They are more into who's doing what and who's making what money and who's being paid how much overtime. And that's the bottom line. And that's their priority for them, but not so for me. So my beloved Global Impromptu family members, this is my conclusion for tonight. Save yourselves the hassle, save your energy and use it more productively on ideas. Do not focus on people and their personal lives, which will not going to benefit you in any way. Love you all. A very good evening to everybody.
Dr. Farida, I am awe-inspired. And you never forget to bring the word of the day, and you explain it so much. I have no idea. You are my role model. I'm trying, but to get the word of the day into the speech, but you never forget. Thank God, good presence of mind. My next speaker is Sunita ma'am. Are you there? Or I must. Geeta, are you able to open unmute yourself or still muted?
I think Amjad ji has to help her. Some of them are not able to do.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Amjad ji must have put double padlocked.
It's okay, I will call him.
Yeah? Okay.
You can take the next one otherwise.
Yes, Sunita, you are also locked. No, she's okay.
I'm there.
Sunita, your topic is
I'm here. Sorry for being away.
You have locked somebody.
I did not lock anybody.
Geeta Kashyap is not able to open her video and audio both.
One second, who is that?
Geeta Kashyap.
No.
She's trying, but she said she's not able to.
One second. Ask to unmute. Now I am asking. I have no authority to. One second.
Okay.
Ask to start. I'm asking now her. She has
Geeta,
authority to do
there,
that.
Geeta? Okay, I think. Sunita, your topic is he who lives in harmony with oneself, lives in harmony with the universe. He who lives in harmony with himself or herself lives in harmony with the universe. Your view on that?
Good evening to my Global Impromptu family. Good evening to Table Topic Master DT and Jesse. Yes, he who lives in harmony with himself will live in harmony with the universe. There's no way I can disagree with this statement. I will go hoarse and guttural if I try to do that. So he who looks into himself and finds, they say he who looks outward dreams, he who looks inwards awakens. And that is what we all have to do. We have to awaken. We have to find out find a balance within ourselves. Once we are at peace with ourselves, we will find peace with the world. Very often what happens with all of us is we try to find faults with everything around us. We never realize that the problem is within me. And once I realize that if I can set things right within me, if I am at peace with myself, everything will fall into place. There is a story in the Hindu mythology about a guru who told his students, I have dropped a needle inside the room, but he was searching for it outside the room. And his students asked him, but what is the point of searching for a needle outside the room when you have dropped it inside the room? He says, but isn't that what we are always doing? We know something is wrong within, but we always search for things outside ourselves. So that is what we need to do. We have to, that is why meditation and being mindful is something that we are supposed to we are supposed to practice today, because very complex lifestyle makes a lot of stress. So we need to go inside and find out what is that which is causing us to be uneasy. And once we find peace within ourselves, we will find peace in the world, in the universe around us. So yes, be at peace with yourself and you will find peace in the universe. Over to you, Toastmaster Jesse.
Lovely. We are all very spiritual beings now. Okay. Good. Dinesh Reddy, long time no see. Where are you?
Hi, ma'am. I'm good.
Yes. Being you are a middle-aged person, I give you a topic. Is a myth or a reality? Generation gap is a myth or a reality? Dinesh.
Good evening, Jesse, ma'am. Generation gap is, I think, I feel it's a reality. If I'll compare anyone, maybe if I compare 10 years younger, my cousin sister, and she knows many things. And if I compare myself with the age that she is now, I'm 27, and I think she's of 16 or 17. She know many things. She know the Korean language. She's I think watching some Korean dramas, and she's learning some Spanish also. But when I'm at 17, I think I was not aware, all these web series, and whatever there now we have at Netflix and Amazon. Those things were not there, and not only that, and the education that they are getting, and the generation that is coming up, the education that they are getting, and the education what we got is completely different. And the same way, right? If I tell my father, this is the new feature that comes in, then it takes him so much time to learn that. But if someone of 20s or 25 and 30s in between that, or up to 40, then it will be easy for them to get that app and learn more from that. But it all changes with the generation, how we grow up and how the surroundings that we have, that matters, right? And the more technology, it has the pros and cons as well. But yeah, at the end there is definitely there is huge generation gap every 10 years or 15 years. The things that we learn and the information that we have now, and that was not there quite some time back. So I agree there is a huge generation gap. Thank you so much. I think that's what my take from this topic.
Good explanation. Good examples. Thank you. My next speaker is Jaya. Jaya, long time no see. Okay, now this is a topic for you, Jaya. You should be able. Your topic.
I can't hear.
Yeah, sorry. It's a easy one, Jaya. It's like normally you must have heard it. Some bring happiness wherever they go, and some bring happiness whenever they go. Some bring happiness wherever they go, and some bring happiness whenever they go. It just opposes two words.
No,
I'm
this,
trying to put this on the chat. Okay, I put it. It's just the wherever and whenever. Rest of the things are the same.
a very good evening to all impromptu friends and guests. Um, well, I do agree. And uh, if you're lucky to uh, be surrounded with such people, wherever they go, they make you feel very good. They make you laugh. They make you feel happy. I think uh, they have that positive side in them. Uh, I don't know what it is, but uh, I myself, I would, when I meet such people, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel, forget all my worries, all my tension, and all my um, struggles in life. They make you feel so good. And, and you just don't want to part with them at all. You want them throughout, you know, throughout, hours, days, weeks, or months, or even year. You just want to be with them every minute. So I do believe this quote. Some people, wherever they go, they bring you happiness. They make you laugh. And there's one example. Um, as you all know, I have gone through a lot, great struggles, and I was very like introvert. But when I joined Toastmaster, it took me some time, but I found like-minded. I found one mentor who had mentored me. He was very jolly. I don't know, in his talk, uh, just like that, he would just talk anything, you know. He would like make a quote or some rhyming, and he'll just make you laugh. And I was quite surprised myself that in that uh, depression, I was laughing, you know. And that club was full of positive, you know. And I'm really grateful joining this platform, and also this platform meeting you, all of you. That makes me feel good. Over to you.
Thank you, Jaya. You spoke well. Good example. Thank you so much. Indu is my next speaker.
Uh, yes, Jessie ma'am.
Indu,
Yeah.
your topic is science without humanity is a social evil. Science without humanity is a social evil.
Okay.
Indu.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening. Thank you, Jessie ma'am, and good evening to the Global Impromptu family. As I understand, the topic given to me is science without humanity is an
Social
evil.
evil.
Sorry, is a social
Social evil it is.
social evil. I'm not very clear with the topic, but let me try and attempt it to my understanding. So uh, basically, it's like there
Evil
are
or
so many
sin.
evil or sin. So basically, whether science is an evil, science invention of science, are whether they are,
If there is no humanity, if
if
there
there is
it
no
is not
humanity.
humane.
Okay. So definitely, we are all human beings, and therefore, to be kind to each other, to be nice to each other is what we crave for. And so science is in its place, and it is great that technology has like created, given us so many um, uh, platforms and so many ways to keep in touch with the world around us, and also made our life easier, with all the inventions of computers and social technology, softwares, etc. But all said and done, I mean, this was invented by a human, and therefore um, it is definitely um, a human touch is what makes everything meaningful, and so science cannot exist on its own, and so this is my take on the topic. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Over
Yes,
to you.
what I meant is people do cloning, transgender, or do something against the basic nature of human is a social sin that we go against the humanity. That
Okay.
I meant. Yeah, thanks.
Thank
Nevertheless,
you.
you spoke very well. Yes. My next, Dhruv Katil. Dhruv, can I?
Yes.
Okay. Where are you, Dhruv, from logging in? From India?
No, I'm from Dubai.
Oh, okay. Okay. Dhruv, for you, the topic is, I am not sure if you will be able to speak this one. Okay, I'll give you this one. Uh, to err is human, to admit it is superhuman. To err, ERR, is human, but to admit it is a superhuman. Do you want me to put it on the chat or you got it?
I think I got it.
Let's do.
Okay, so can I start?
Yeah, yeah.
A very good evening to all present here. Humans. We commonly say that we're only human. That means that we are prone to errors. Like today, I may have made an error in my projects. Tomorrow, I might make an error in my tests. And that is acceptable. But admitting that you made a mistake, that is a different league. I can admit that I do not at all. You can't say heaviness in your heart and you feel like you failed, but at the same time, some situations that's the most refreshing thing to do. An example is if you're working and you have to make a contract, you make an error and the contract is sent. Now, some people would admit their mistake. Now, what happens when they admit? The company will get to know. The company may get angry. You may get a lot of problems with it, maybe demotion or even firing. But what if you keep it secret? You lie, you lie, you lie. And it doesn't matter for years, but sooner it will come to haunt you. So that's why I believe humans, at our most basic, are animals that cannot accept our mistakes. If we have made a mistake, we cannot accept. But we are the first person to point out others' mistake. Thank you very much.
Dhruv, you are a champion in the making, Ray. You have a very warm way of speaking and you very expressive. Keep it up. Good. I loved it. Good, good. Okay. My next speaker is Ajay. Who else is left? Ajay is here. Before I call Ajay. Ajay ji. Yes, Ajay, I give you topic. Tough people must get tough topics.
It doesn't hurt.
Okay. Are so empty as those who are full of themselves. None are so empty. None are so empty as those who are full of themselves.
Wow. First of all, good evening to all the Global Impromptu members here. And special happy Eid wishes for all those who have already celebrated that. I couldn't join on that day. Well, Jesse has definitely put me across to a very, very simple topic. None are so empty as those who are full of themselves. Now, she said it's tough, but I know it's not tough at all. Because I believe that people who feel that, or rather, let me say, the basic issue here is what I would like to address is an element of ego. People who feel they are the best, are superior, in a very negative perspective, so to say. Not that they are people who are confident, but those people who are overconfident, who feel that there is nothing other than themselves which appears across in the world or in the circle of people they move around. I think these people stand to lose a lot in life because they are, by default, I have seen in my experience, they are very poor listeners. They are very poor absorbers. They're poor receivers of things. And in life, if you want to learn, if you want to grow, I think you have to be a very good listener. You have to be a very good receiver of things. Then only you can catch what is transmitted by people around you. People who are full of themselves, who just think that they are ultimate, they are eventually nobody better than them. I think they hardly gain anything in life. They're static at where they are. Compared to those, some people who may be empty, maybe not fully, maybe partially empty, who at least accept that they have some faults, they have certain deficiencies, they need to learn. They come up with questions, they come up with a lot of situations which they discuss probably with friends, with near and dear ones, which they are not able to handle. I think these people are much more steady, much more successful, much more stable in life emotionally. So Jesse, I do agree that none of us, maybe I on this forum, I can vouch for it, that none of us on this forum are so empty that we cannot really, yeah. It means we are here to learn. The fact that we are here each and every week, 3 times, I think that proves that we are here to learn some things. Definitely none of us are full of ourselves. Had we been that, we would never be here. We would be probably lying somewhere low, God knows where. But yes, I do agree with this topic. None of us are so empty as those who are full of themselves. I'm definitely not of that kind. Over to you, Jesse. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You spoke very well. We have our champion, veteran champion has come, table topic monster. I'm looking, do you have a topic for him to crack? I have something, I want him to crack. Toastmaster Umar, I picked up this, this is a tough one. I want to know from you. Are you ready? Where are you? Umar?
He's mute.
Okay.
Can't unmute. Oh.
You know what? He is multitasking, happening now, and sending everywhere and sitting in one place and attending elsewhere. Middle of the night, he sends happening now. 24/7 happening now.
Even Geeta had some issues. Something is wrong today with even. He is also not able to unmute.
Umar
Geeta was
Farooq?
also not able to unmute and loud.
No,
okay.
I think Umar must be on some other meeting, as Jesse said. That's right.
Toastmaster Amjad ji, last one topic for you, Amjad, and you can close us. Toastmaster Amjad, DTM Amjad ji. Today is not Friday. He's not with his family.
Can I give you the topic in the meantime, Jesse?
Yeah. Yes.
So this is your topic, DM Jesse. First of all, thank you for the lovely table topic session. The topics were awesome. The topic for you tonight is tomorrow you will wish you had started today. Tomorrow you will wish you had started today. Take it away. TM Jesse.
Yes. Tomorrow you will wish you had started today. Today is the day I wished yesterday. and my tomorrow depends what I wish today. Each day, it's a blessing. I see sometimes these COVID deaths, and I see young people are 27, 33, and 40 going, and the family is, the wailing, the guttural wailing of their family tells me that the moment that you're living is itself nothing more. It's so, and for me, when I finish one, there is another video is coming. And sometimes I keep watching. I don't know why I keep watching. And that gives me a lesson that this is the day. Whatever you wish tomorrow is, you started today. You will not have tomorrow. Do everything and leave the tomorrow to God. If He gives it, take it and live it. So it is always, you can wish for tomorrow something, but today is the day. That wish should start today. If you want to see the success tomorrow, you need to start sowing your seed today. If you need to see the fruit tomorrow, so it is the day that you work today for the day you wish to see tomorrow. Over to Farida. Thank you.
Geeta has joined.
Here
DTM
has
Jassi.
spoken, Jesse. DTM Amjad Ali is here now.
Even Geeta has rejoined.
DTM Amjad. I am seeing. Oh, okay. I have a good one. DTM Amjad. The devil you know is better than the devil you do not know. Did you get it? This is a proverb. The shaitan you know is the shaitan you don't know. The enemy that you know is much better than the enemy that you don't know. TM Amjad ji.
Thank you so much, DTM Jesse, the topics master. The devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. How can you expect a devil is a good person or somebody whosoever is thinking bad for you or doing something bad for you and your society, and you know or you don't know? Both are same actually. But at least the person you know, you can be away from that person. And the person you don't know, you have no idea what's going on in his mind or her mind. I partially agree with the statement, but devil is devil. People who are actually born to harm the society are people, no matter what you do, whatever you do, they are made with that sort of clay. They will not understand. No matter whatever you you feed them milk, feed them anything, feed your blood even, but they are actually born to hurt you. They are like such animals, no matter how pet they are, but they will harm you one day. If not you, somebody who is close to you. So, devil is devil. Such people are actually harm for the society, and such people actually help us understand other good people why they are good, because this is the reason they are good. They are not harming the society, they are not harming you, they are not carrying bad intentions. So devil is a devil. I have experienced many bad things from very close people, but the thing is, again, their upbringing is as such. This is how they were fed, this is how they were actually rose up. I don't know if you are okay to hear this. This is the upbringing from their parents, of course. Whatever they feed their kids, they do the same thing when they become young or become youth or they become elder. This is what I always tell. When you feed your kids halal, they will do halal things. You don't need to teach them anything. You don't need to send them to a good school, a good scholar, but just feed them halal, which is hard earned. And when you feed them something which is not hard earned, something with bad intention or illegal money, and no matter what you do, whichever school you send to, whichever scholar you send to, they will harm the society. This is what I always teach people, no matter what religion you believe in. But end of the day, the rule which is all happening are applied is by the Allah Almighty, who have all given us, who has given us this life. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever you feed to a machine, the juice will come of that flavor only. So evil is known or unknown. Evil is evil. Back to you, ma'am.
DTM, well spoken. Really true. I want to carry on after the after the after the recording.
Are we all
Umar
done?
is,
Are we all
Umar is
done?
back, I think.
I think we
Umar,
finished.
Umar
Umar,
cannot
are you
attend.
there, Umar?
No, I think he's not able to join.
No. We finished.
Are we good? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. You have all spoken very well.
He also says that he cannot unmute.
Umar
I don't
says
know.
he cannot unmute. How can you not unmute?
He must be on another meeting.
No, he said he cannot
No,
unmute. There is
Ajay,
some
many
problem, I
said
think.
they could not unmute.
You believe or not, I did
No.
not do anything. I did not do anything. I did not block anybody. Honestly, there is something wrong with the system, I believe. All right, then let's
It's a kind
conclude.
of
It's already
technical glitch, I
9:03.
think so.
Yeah, it must be a glitch. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being part of this success number 179. I mean, meeting number 179. I am very happy to see all senior members always coming and adding value in our life. Thank you so much. So sweet of you. With that power vested in me as a host of this very meeting. But before that, let's put our hands together to thank our honorable lady, DTM Jessie, to managing this success. DTM Jessie, thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
My pleasure.
With that power vested in me as a host of this very meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.